What can you say, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, about the situation with Caden from your perspective?
Really, it's kind of disappointing as a guy I wanted to play with. Obviously, coming from high school, we were really close friends, so having him on the team would have been a really big thing, but I guess I was not really a place for everybody, so I just wish him the best of luck wherever it is.
You just kind of say, okay, it's my friend, I understand it's football. What, from your perspective, where do you have to be better this next season than you've been the first 2 years you've had a chance to play?
Really just vocalizing, just staying confident in the calls and just clean up some footwork stuff to allow me to play faster and get in and out of breaks.
Are you happy with where you are just in terms of your development? Do you feel like you've gotten the most out of this, and do you feel like the best is about to happen?
Yeah, I feel like I've grown tremendously over, this is my third spring, so these past 3 years I feel like I've grown a lot, so I'm really just excited for this upcoming year and see what we can do on the field.
Sean said you guys are still doing some modified version of a competition this spring that you guys would have. Where are you at in the rankings so far? You said Nestor might be ahead.
Nestor's had a good spring. He had a couple picks, but I had a pick today, pick 6 today, so that might have bumped me up a little bit. So I'll probably give myself on 3 or 4 right now. Got to come back for it.
Shit. My bad. Doesn't mean anything. I could care less what money I get. I mean, the NFL is always a dream for everybody here. I mean, that's what we all grew up thinking about. So to get my shot will come and my time will come. So.
How do you guys, or how much do you guys focus on keeping the standard of this defense? It's been good for so long, and now it kind of, you guys are the next group.
Well, the standard's been set, so we always keep raising it.
How does that happen? I mean, how does year after year after year this continue to happen in this program?
It's the coaches. You have the same people that are here that stick around and know what they're talking about, and if you truly key in and listen to what they have to say, you'll grow and be better as a whole defense.
Is it easier to do that as a veteran player as opposed to when you come in? For you, was it easy right at the beginning?
Coming in, you get your ass whooped. So it's gonna be difficult at first, but now I have the ropes, and we all go through it.
What's this process been like for you, just growing in this program and getting to this point, and how much patience has it taken to kind of get here?
Yeah, I mean, this process has been awesome. It's been there's been adversity through it, but there's been some awesome moments too. So I wouldn't take back a single second of it.
How has it been like? Do you need to kind of just, when you get here, to say, okay, I know this is going to take some time, but focus on the task at hand?
Yeah, it's kind of like just a day-by-day thing. Like coming in, I had guys like Chauncey Golston, Joe Evans, Van Valkenburg. So you got to kind of tell yourself, like, I'm going to try to learn as much as I can from these guys, and just not focus on the big picture so much, but just take it day by day and say, like, okay, today I'm going to focus on keep my hands inside, or today I'm going to focus on this move. It can't be like a big picture approach, like I said.
How much for you was just learning how to play defensive line? You played linebacker in high school. How much of an adjustment was that for you?
It was a big adjustment, but I think some of the fundamentals kind of carry over as far as the run game especially. But yeah, I had to learn all the pass rush moves from these guys pretty much. I really hadn't done too much of that until I got here.
Biggest advice. I'll just say Jay told me keep my ass in my gat. Just like stay in there and make my job a little easier. Quit doing your own thing. So that's probably the biggest one.
And I hate to bring up last year again, but what was an example last year watching film where you guys could have stayed more disciplined in the rush?
Like in the rush?
Yeah.
I would say I would just say in that Tennessee game, there's a lot of moving parts there with how wide their splits were. They always took the receivers way out to make it a really small box, and then they would kind of take advantage of that. So I would say that game was big for us. We had to be a little more disciplined than we were, and it just wasn't our day. So that's that game. Yeah.
Is this year's offense sort of running that same, like, spread them out where you guys are still in that lighter box?
I mean, there's a lot of motions where they take a linebacker out of the box, but in terms of the guys in the box, I wouldn't say they're more spread out. I mean, our splits are even tighter this year. So there's a lot of motions with the tight ends and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's like Tennessee, really. It's kind of like a Kyle Shanahan offense is what I've been told by the offensive guys. I really don't know much about it, but that's what they told me. So, yeah, you can take that. You can take that right.
Yeah, I think at least Quinn, he's a very cerebral player. He's very smart, always thinking a play ahead. That's stuff I tried to emulate. Castro's very aggressive player, makes good tackles, stuff like that. I try and emulate him in ways. And then at least Cooper last year, he has great ball skills. He also has great technique, so he's always something I would try to look at. Yeah.
And what was your reaction to Castro and Quinn, those guys coming back?
I mean, I think it's awesome for the program. I'm a team-first guy, so I want us to go back and win a Big Ten championship again. So having the same guys come back again, that probably only increases our chances. So hope we can do that again.
Before they announced their decisions, I know during the time.
Why? Anybody else? Why? Help. Thank you. Why?
On coming back, you wanted to get out and nip any sort of conversation about the portal right in the bud.
Yeah.
I guess what was the motivation or what was the thinking?
I mean, I think for me, I committed to the University of Iowa, and I think that Coach Ferentz and Coach Parker, they're committed to me, and whether my time comes this year, next year, or in 2 years, I just got to stay true to the process and just know that if I just keep going hard every single day, and the light's going to be at the end of the tunnel, and I'll get what I deserve.
He was just being Coach Parker. Keep on working, man. Coach Parker doesn't give you much, but he coaches you really hard. So, you got to take that coaching along with, okay, he wants me to be great, so I got to accept this coaching and what I have to do in order to travel, in order to get on the field, in order to play. You just got to keep on working. Like Coach Ferentz says, the hay's never in the barn. You never made it. You just got to keep on working. So, yep.
I can't remember. At some point, you got on the travel roster.
Yeah. So Penn State was my first week, which that was insane. Penn State was a pretty crazy experience. Nothing like Penn State, but so Penn State was my first travel, and then on and on and on, I kept traveling. So yeah.
What was that like when you see your name on the list?
It's just like it was good to see, but I also, that wasn't my end goal. My end goal was just to travel. So I saw my name on the board. I was like, okay, cool, I'm traveling. But now, what's the next step? What's the next goal? Like, just keep on pushing, keep on working. So, next goal, get on the field for special teams. Get on the field for special teams, make a play, get on defense, make a play. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely in the forefront of my mind this year. Get on the field for defense and make a couple plays, whatever my role may be. Sit in it, work for it, and, play 110% and give all my passion and effort out there.